Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel, and we are back with the Founders, episode 4. It's been a little bit since we've seen the Founders, so we are just catching up with Don on his morning jog. If you are new to this channel, the Founders is a save file that I started completely from scratch and thought of it as if these people are moving into a new world, a new community, and they are establishing their lives here. It's completely uninhibited, but the focus is the people. So if you want to see more of that, just continue to watch the episode or click the playlist in the description so you can catch up. I was looking around for some new people for Don to meet, but it doesn't really seem like there's anybody out here. I'm trying to avoid too many townies that you've seen in other episodes or even other playlists, other LPs. So it looks like we'll just have Don head to work or head home. It doesn't really look like anyone's out here, so we'll catch up in the next scene. I don't know if you remember Mele, but Lorraine met her out at the flea market, and they kind of connected really quickly, but it seems like Mele hasn't fully adjusted to city life or is as bougie as our friend Lorraine is, because Mele just keeps inviting Lorraine to these weird activities where they do things that just aren't cool. Like, in Lorraine's eyes, this is not going to help her be a girl boss, which is Lorraine is complete stereotypes of what a girl boss is. Her and Don are hashtag power couple, and Mele is just not necessarily keeping up with her choices. So it'll be interesting to see how long they'll be friends. But Lorraine is going to decline this invite, and we'll see if we hear from Mele again, because she's declined a few of these invites. Speaking of girl boss energy, Lorraine is up late Monday/Tuesday night, and she is working on her writing skills. She wants to one day write books about just how to be a powerful woman, how to have everything, and she is up trying to practice. She wants to do it herself and not really have a ghostwriter like many of those people do when they write these books, and they're just more business people than authors. But she really wants to do it herself, especially because that means she won't have to pay someone. I'll leave her to that and check in with another household. Here we are with sweet little Dakota, and she is in a great mood because she actually made some friends at school, and she's going to do her homework, but then she's gonna invite over, I can't remember his name, but he's here already, so clearly he read her mind. And so they are going to hang out and have some fun. He's all riled up, but we'll figure out what's going on with him. And I'm just really happy for Dakota, because if you remember, she was pretty sad and lonely just moving here and not really making any friends. I hate when the Sims greet each other and they don't turn around. So annoying. But they are just gonna play around, and maybe they'll go outside in the backyard, because that was one of the reasons Kansas bought this house, because she wanted a place for her little girl to play and have fun. Normally, Kansas wouldn't want Dakota to have any friends over, particularly little boys over, when she's not around. But honestly, Kansas has been really desperate for Dakota to be happy and just have friends in Willow Creek, in this new place they moved to. So Kansas has made some exceptions. I hope that is the right decision. And, Kansas is hoping that one day she'll make some friends of her own. Kansas still hasn't made friends. Even with her coworkers, she's still not quite fitting in. But she's happy to see that Dakota is. She also trusts Dakota. Dakota is a really good kid, and, she really respects her mom. So hopefully Dakota will behave herself, but they are just going to play on the spring. It is on the swings, because it is a lovely spring day, and they're just going to have a good time. I'll probably have them play some chess, and I hope this blossoms into a beautiful friendship. I hope Dakota makes some more friends, and she just gets more comfortable living here. She'll still have her close relationship with her mom, but she'll also have kids her own age. Now we are here with our famous friends. Well, our hopefully soon famous friends, because they're not quite famous yet. But our friends that live in Strangerville, just outside of Del Sol Valley, and that have the ambition or the goal to be famous. We are here with this gorgeous lady, Zoe, who, she's just chilling in her house. She has on her leggings from Foxbury. She went to Foxbury, and she is just taking some pictures to post for work, getting freshened up, and it is love day, but I don't really think Zoe will be participating in that because she's on the grind and she's just not really concerned with dating and anything like that right now while she's focused. And she is clearly going, oh, I need to put trash cans in here, I think. I thought I had trash cans. Anyway, we'll let her finish getting ready for work. Zoe is back and she has been promoted, which is awesome because I feel like she's only been working for probably a week. I'm not fully sure how much time has passed, but she hasn't been working that long. So she got promoted to engagement monkey. Zoe wants to go out to this new bar in Evergreen Harbor to celebrate. She has not met a lot of people, but she has become friends with Penny Pizzazz from work. So we'll see how that connection goes. But we are going to check out this club bar and grill that is by Jessica Pie YT. And I believe Jessica Pie has a YouTube channel. So definitely check her out. She has some really cool builds. You may see this build in other LPs because I use it in multiple save files just because I think it's really cool and it reminds me of like a place I would go. Like it seems like really hip and young. Zoe and Penny Pizzazz have arrived, and I think I will give Penny Pizzazz a makeover I if Zoe ends up being close to her. I feel like I do that with almost all the townies, and I feel like even though Penny Pizzazz is on billboards and things like that, she probably shouldn't be the exception. But let me know what you think in the comments. So if we keep seeing Penny Pizzazz pop up, she will get a makeover and be fully integrated into the storyline. And I am going to order some drinks for the group. The group being Penny Pizzazz and Zoe. So they'll just have a seat here and talk about how amazing it is that Zoe has gotten promoted so quickly. So Penny's like, yeah, I'm here to celebrate with you. I know we're still getting to know each other, but it looks like you are somebody who can really rise to the top and we should be partnered. So apparently Evergreen Harbor is very foggy in the save file. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but it's some smog over here, so we're just going to have to deal. I think of Evergreen Harbor as like gentrifyingville, like to be honest. Like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but I feel like it's, it's giving gentrification. But, these are Sims, so we are not going to think of the complicated ways of the world right now. It looks like more people are coming into the bar because it's almost like after work. I think Zoe and Penny Pizzazz left a little early to have some drinks. See, they're celebrating. Like, cheers to Zoe. Yeah, they left a little early just to have some drinks, especially since Zoe's doing so well. And, Zoe really wants to meet new people, so she's talking to everyone. She doesn't know necessarily who these people are and how they relate to her work, but, she needs some friends. She needs some associates that can help her career. And of course, she needs some Simstagram followers. So she is happy to meet everybody and talk to everybody and see how things end up. I just want to show you Zoe's nails. Like, a lot is going on around here, and she's checking her phone just to make sure, everything is right. But I just want to show you her nails. Zoe goes upstairs to use the restroom and she sees Holly, which some of you may remember that Holly is famous, and I think Chels ran into her at the museum before. And Zoe is bold. She's just gonna go right on up and say, listen, I need that picture for the gram. And Luckily, Holly obliges, but while she's taking this picture with Holly, this guy over here, who is Carl James, who's also a fan of Holly, but he was also checking out Zoe and wondering who she was and what she's about. And he's kind of like, is she famous? She looks kind of famous, but he wants to talk to her and get to know her. Now, oh, and he's feeling flirty, so I think he thinks that Zoe is cute. But if you recognize Carl's last name from a previous couple of episodes, or maybe a creative sim, you will realize that Carl is married. And Carl was just created to be Xavier's dad. Like, Xavier is the teen that is friends with one of the mayor's children, the daughter. And if you're confused, watch the playlist because it'll fill you in on everything. You should have watched it in the beginning, but I understand you wanted to see if this video was legit, and now that you know that it is, I suggest you check out the playlist. But anyway, Carl is a married man, so I'm not sure what he's doing talking to Zoe. He's being thinly flirty. Like, he is not laying it on thick, but he's kind of, that when somebody's like a little too curious about you and like, why you want to know all this stuff? So, but he's asking Zoe a lot of questions. She's saying how she recently moved here and she's kind of on her own, but she knows one day she's going to be a big social media person and be successful in her career and be able to take care of herself well and just not really have to worry about things and just focus on the art of it all. And Carl is very intrigued. Like, he loves her ambition, he loves her drive, and he just thinks it's really cool what she's doing. He doesn't really know that much about the social media world, but he finds Zoe's confidence to be extremely interesting. So they are just going to keep chatting. Zoe is happy to meet Carl because, she didn't really have prospects for Love Day because she's still new in town. She also, she's lonely, even on a like friendship level. She's pretty lonely. Like, she hasn't made as many friends as she assumed that she would make. So she's happy to have Carl here, that she can kind of talk to him, even if it's just like this night at the bar, those conversations that like don't really go anywhere. But she's just gonna enjoy it while she's here. They've been talking for almost a couple hours now, so Zoe convinces Carl to take a selfie together. She's just like, I'm really excited to meet you and I want to like keep this memory. Like, Carl is smiling, but he's also kind of like, I probably should not be taking a picture with this girl. I don't know her. Like, what if my wife somehow magically sees this? Like, it'll be terrible. But, he doesn't want to say anything because he hasn't mentioned his family or anything. He's kept most of the conversation on Zoe, and Zoe's been naive and like almost like self-absorbed enough to not even ask anything about his family. So, they take the picture and Carl quickly scurries off because he is like, that probably was like a tipsy decision. Probably shouldn't have done that. But it's fine. Zoe's tired anyway, so we are going to get Zoe home. It's not insanely late, but Zoe is exhausted. Like, look how she's walking home. I think it's just she's had a long day at work and then she was out drinking and socializing. I think she's just burnt out, so she's on her way home. Meanwhile, Chels is at home working very hard. She has an audition coming up, so she's practicing her guitar. I'm really proud of Chels and like how hard she's working. Sorry, my camera's bugging out. Okay. Yeah. So Chelsea is working really hard, just trying to get her skill up. So she's spending her late nights, strumming on her guitar in her home alone. And, she would love to be out partying, but not tonight. Maybe later, but definitely not tonight. Reminder, Chelsea wants to be a triple threat. Like, she wants to be like a singer, actress, dancer. But, it can't hurt to learn some new guitar things and it'll help like her singing. Another reason why I need you to watch the previous episodes is because when Chelsea and Patrick went to the museum, they met this guy who looked a little sketch. Like, I wasn't going to say anything, but he looked a little sketch. And now he's calling Chelsea to ask if she wants to be part of his criminal enterprise. Like, Chelsea's gonna say no, but I think there's a part of her who's like could this help me along and help me figure out my next move? But for now, she's going to say no. She's not going to really associate with this guy. I just wonder what will happen later when well, maybe she won't struggle with her career too much, but let me know in the comments what you think about this guy hitting her up and like her not wanting to say no right away. It's an early Saturday morning and Chauncey is just meeting someone around the neighborhood, but there's a fire in the house. I don't know who started this fire. It looks, well, Patrick is freaking out and it looks like there's a fire behind him, but I can't really tell. But whatever, he's clearly startled by this early morning fire. Let's see. Zoe is equally panicked. It looks like there's no fire in her apartment though, but the alarms in the complex have all gone off, so everyone's freaking out and they know how close they live to each other. And sorry, I'm just getting some screenshots because they look panicked and terrified in a way that I have not really seen. Here is the fire, but look who is the most calm of all the people, well, with the exception of Chauncey. Well, maybe Chauncey and Chels are like on a different level and they don't get panicked, maybe how they were raised. But clearly she started the fire and she looks less than concerned about this fire. Like, looks like this whole thing is about to just go up in flames and she's just like, you know, whatever. I don't get it. I don't get why she's so calm and everyone who's not near the fire is panicking. But as soon as I unpause the game, I will deal with that. And, I just hope that, all these Sims are alive because it's episode 4 and it's really too early for someone to meet the Grim Reaper. So I'm going to play it. And, okay, just like that, Chels is not pressed. Leave in the comments, tell me more about Chels and Chauncey's upbringing, why they just are chilling when like this fire is happening. Meanwhile, Patrick and Zoe are having a panic attack. Like, where's he going? His stuff is on fire too. So I guess this is an electrical fire, I guess. But he's just out. He's like he's not even worried about it. So please go extinguish the fire, Patrick. Like, you can't just be like, well, that's my cue, y'all. Like, you have to extinguish the fire. Otherwise, it will burn the entire complex. And all of y'all will be out of a home and honestly out of my story. Because if y'all burn down this place, that is it for y'all. Meanwhile, Chelsea is over here dancing like nothing happened. I mean, I guess she feels good about herself because she put out the fire, but girl, this is not the time to be dancing. You could have killed everybody. But they got some insurance money, so I'm able to replace everything. And Patrick is a mess. Yeah, just go cry it out. Like, he's a mess. So Zoe left after the fire. She was just like, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I want to get famous and get my money so I can live in my own place. Right now, she's going to stop and talk to the paparazzi because she thinks it will help her figure out like how to be more famous. So she's going to have a quick conversation with him. Also, she met him at the bar the other night, so she knows him a little bit. And she's going to she's gonna vent about like how ratchet her apartment is and how stuff be catching on fire. So she's gonna vent about that. And look at the little umbrella floating away in the rain in the background. Y'all see that? Anyway, yeah, so Zoe came here to relax and go to the gym and just get her mind off of things. She's gonna work out. She's gonna see if she can meet some other people because she's like, I have to get out of this apartment complex because people setting stuff on fire and we live in the desert. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't remember where I got this gym from, but leave a comment. And if you really want to know, I will go search my game to figure out where I got this gym from. Or maybe I named it in another video. I hope I did. But it looks like Zoe did not come here to work out. She's not about to get on the treadmill or anything. Like, it looks like she's gonna go try to relax in the sauna. So yeah, I think maybe she'll I don't know what's going on. Things are blocked, and yeah, ignore that. But I think she's gonna go try to relax in the sauna for a little bit, and maybe she'll work out then. But I think she's just over where she lives. Like, she's like, I didn't go all these years at Foxbury to end up in a situation that I don't want. Like, I thought I would graduate college and all my dreams would come true. And it's just not really happening for her as quickly as she wants. But her relaxing in the sauna is really helping her. She feels a lot better. So hopefully she can just finish up here and be able to go home and start grinding again. I know this episode is a little longer than the ones I previously have made, but just a lot was happening once I combined this footage with some other footage. It took me a while to get the founders to a place where I felt like I had something to share with you all. Like, there was some not some episodes, but some recordings that I felt like were a little dull and boring. And right now I'm just showing you the club because Chels is going out to the club. Zoe went back home and chilled after she went to the sauna, which was supposed to be the gym, but she didn't work out at all. She just enjoyed the sauna. But anyway, yeah, Chels is out. She met this makeup artist who she thought was really cool, and he invited her out to this club. So I'm just gonna have her change into a more appropriate club outfit, and we are gonna check out this space. I found it on the gallery again if you want to know where or what the name of it is. I can't talk. I'm so tired, guys. What the name of the club is, then let me know and I will post in the comments. But yeah, this is the guy that she met. Well, that was the guy that she met. And I'm just looking over here to see who's over here. And it looks like Mrs. Silva is over here. She's out at the club and Marcus Flex, but nobody really cares about Marcus Flex. And she's out at the club because, as you know, she loves to dance, and her husband decided to watch the children while she goes out to dance. So I'm gonna have Chels come introduce herself to her. I think Chels really likes her outfit, and Chels is happy to see just someone that looks cool that she can talk to besides this makeup artist, who, by the way, he's kind of randomized even with his green hair, but I might fix him up if him and Chels become friends. But yeah, it's nice that Chels will get to meet Mrs. Silva. It looks like that guy is running to go hear the music, but Mrs. Silva thinks Chels is really cool. Like, she likes her outfit too. It's interesting. One's wearing black and one's wearing white. Well, mostly, and that's funny. But they seem to like each other's style, and they're both new in town. And even though Chels has completely different goals than Mrs. Silver, this girl reminds her of her sister. Like, she feels like they have similar backgrounds and similar upbringings. It's just that Chels kind of decided to do her own thing and become a star, but she feels like if she didn't, she probably would have been a mom with a lot of kids and a husband and a more simple life, which, to be fair, Chels can still do that. But anyway, they had a nice conversation, and then everyone ran out because they wanted to hear the music. So I think first things first, we are going to have Chels relax and have a nice little drink at the bar. It looks like people are already on one of the dance floors. So this is the more casual floor, and then upstairs is where the DJ booth is, and it's where people truly turn up at. I'm just making sure we get the bar together. I'm obsessed with this wall with all the alcohol. I feel like that looks so realistic, especially I think that's all in-game stuff, so it's really cool. And this is everyone upstairs at the bar. I mean, at the DJ booth, and I think it's really cool that it's an open rooftop area, I guess because they're in Oasis Springs. They don't really need that much. They don't need that much coverage. The weather's nice, everything's nice, but Chels is just here hanging out until the bartender comes. Do you see this woman, Andrea Penn? So I created her. If you can look at her and guess what I created her for, what you thought. Here's your hint, I didn't make the rest of her family. I didn't love her. I wasn't a huge fan, but I would love to know what you think her lifestyle was. And if you think I should add that sim into the story, I don't know. She didn't come out particularly cute. I just wasn't getting the vibe that I wanted to. So I created her, I left her in game, but she doesn't really have a story, or at least I didn't want to give the story I had in my head to her. It didn't really fit. So just let me know what you think about that sim. Meanwhile, Chelsea's out here networking. Like, she's meeting a lot of different people at this club, and she's really excited about it. Some of them work in the music industry, and she's really thankful that, I can't remember this guy's name, but the guy with the green hair who's like the makeup artist invited her to this new club, and that she is able to kind of be in the new. So in the know. So Chels is like making her rounds and just catching up with people. I won't show you this club all night, but if you guys want me to have Chels come back to this club, or you want to have other Sims come out to this club and you think it's really cool, let me know and I will have that done. But I'm going to wrap up this video because it is a little longer than the last few videos, and as you can see or hear, that I'm pretty tired, so I'm going to wrap this video up. I would love to know what you think about episode 4 of The Founders. I feel like we went to a lot of different places in this episode, but I just wanted to show you like the different lives and how they're similar. Like, I feel like we started this off really sweet and like wholesome, and now we're getting into like the more young, vibrant side of the Founders. So it's just a lot to work with here, but I'm Simtimistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. Like, comment, and like converse in the comments. Like, you guys can talk to each other, talk to me, talk to other people. Subscribe, and share, and follow me on Twitter. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.